Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general and love forecast for April 2018. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I'd like to take a moment just to let you guys know that this is a general reading for the masses. I need to be reminding people of this. I need to do a PSA video just to let people know, don't necessarily make all of your life decisions based off of tarot readings done for the masses. So, a tarot reading done for the masses is quite different than one done for, personal. So, most of you already know this, but I have to say it because I'm seeing a lot of issues with particular people right now that are literally making decisions based off of a general reading. So I just want people to know you have free will. You don't always you have the choice to do whatever you like. If a reading resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, definitely do not use it to make life decisions. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so this is you, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moons, and Virgo Risings. We have the Magician. So this is a wonderful energy to have. So the Magician is about taking our skills and using them, and we are able to manifest and materialize what we want and what we need. And we do so in a very positive way. So we are utilizing our skills to the best of our abilities. And to me, this card is mostly about manifestation. So if you guys know about the law of attraction, this is a very good card. You think positive, positive's what you're going to get. If you think negative all the time, if you're constantly pessimistic, then you can end up attracting more reasons to be negative and pessimistic. So, but this shows us utilizing our skills in the best way possible. So, some of you may feel like, well, I don't have any skills. Well, yes, you do. You just need to reflect on it. Do some introspection because they are there. And maybe you're just not utilizing them, but hey, that can change real quickly. Okay, so we clarify, and we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is about receiving communications, messages that could be of a romantic nature, or they could be messages that are of a encouraging nature. So for some of you guys could be receiving messages that are quite encouraging to continue doing whatever you're doing with your particular set of skills. Also, the Page of Cups can be someone that brings us an offer of help. And a lot of times this can be a family member, friends. This could also be someone that's potentially younger than us. This could also be someone that would fall under the water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, it could just be the general overall energy. But overall, some of you guys could have an admirer. And so some of you could receive some romantic type of messages. And for those of you who are not trying to go down that road, then you could potentially receive some encouraging messages, and someone may try to help you. So that's positive. Someone who's potentially younger than you might take notice that you're trying to do something or that you are doing something, and they may offer their help. Okay, so for the circumstances position, we have the Six of Coins in the reverse position. So this is a card of generosity, and it's also a card of charity. And when it's in the reverse position, we don't get the charity as easily as we would if it was in the upright position. So if there's any type of help that could potentially be offered, it could have strings attached. Or someone, could offer to help, but it just will not be what you expect. It'll be like less than what you expect. And this can sometimes indicate, an unfair, distribution of, could be like an estate, will, something of that nature, inheritance. And this can also indicate that maybe some of you are trying to get a loan, and maybe you get approved, but it's just not for the amount that you need. It'll be less, so that's kind of disappointing. But then we clarify, and we get the Six of Coins in the upright position. So to me, this seems pretty straightforward, that at first the circumstances may appear that, we're not getting what we need, we're not getting the help that we need, but we just need to remain positive and have faith, because the situation will turn around in our favor, and we will get the help that we need. Someone will come through and help. Maybe it starts with one person and ends with another. Okay, so this is the focus position, and here we have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. So anytime I see the Hanged Man in the reverse position, this is indicating that a huge change has taken place within you. And a lot of times, especially when this card is reversed, you will try to continue living as if nothing has changed, even though a huge change has taken place, especially within. You're not the same person that you used to be. You've changed a lot. But it's like you want to hold on to that old image so that you can still cling to the past. And that's because the past is, it's what you're used to, it's what you know, and sometimes fully letting go of the past and moving into the future can be a little frightening for some. And so some people will try to cling to their old version, so to speak, the old version of themselves, even though they know deep within, you've changed, but yet you're still hanging on to the past in some way, shape, or form, or you're still trying to hang on to the old you. But you really need to be truthful with yourself and accept the fact that you have changed, and be true to yourself. Go forward into this new change and this new way for you. Be true to yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not anymore. And we clarify, and we get the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is saying, you just might abandon and walk away from a situation. This could be deciding to fully walk away from your old life and going towards the new. Or this could be you deciding to walk away from a situation, you know, a relationship, an old job, you know, this could be many different things. And it could actually be several different things that you guys walk away from. But in the Eight of Cups, when you walk away, you're walking away because you were going in search of something more spiritual. This is our spiritual quest card. So you're going in search of something with more meaning. You want to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Some of you are looking to have some spiritual experiences as well. And these are both Pisces cards as well, so. And transiting Neptune is in the sign of Pisces right now, which would be opposing any planets you may have in the sign of Virgo. Okay, so for your recent past, or the energy that is passing, we have the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups is a celebration. It is a happy time. Perhaps you got some good news. Perhaps you passed an exam. Perhaps you got a job. Overall, you've achieved something, and it gives you a reason to celebrate. And sometimes this can indicate, you know, that you're coming together and having a good old celebration, you know, but there's always, you know, a good reason behind it, you know, as far as either you achieved or someone else, perhaps a friend, made an achievement. And this brings happiness and celebration and, you know, good times. We clarify, and we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So when the Ace of Cups is in the reverse, a rushing out of emotion takes place. And sometimes this can indicate that maybe your heart is not open to love. And sometimes that can be because of past experiences. Maybe you have a hard time trusting. A lot of times that's what it leads to, is you just have a problem with being able to trust, and it's because of past hurts, old wounds, or something could have potentially happened, maybe even within a friendship, and it caused you to essentially have an emotional blowout. Very possible. Maybe there was a celebration and then afterwards a depression kind of set in. Maybe you were very happy about something, but then after having time to sit with it, you felt like it just wasn't going to fulfill you. This could be many different things, because every Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign, we're all different. We're all on our own journey. You know, we have our own, you know, journey, and we're not all the same. All our experiences are different. You know, and this could also be indicating that perhaps you had started a friendship with someone. It could be a friendship, or it could be like a romantic relationship, and maybe things were really rocky. It's always a possibility. Okay, so this would be the present, the here and the now energy. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse position. So with the Page of Wands in reverse, this indicates that you were waiting on a message or messages, and they were regarding maybe a project, maybe a creative project, maybe about a job, something along the lines of business. Now, this can be indicating that the news is delayed, or this can be indicating that the news that comes in could be disappointing. So it can go either way. Now we clarify, and we have the Justice card in the reverse position. So to me, it seems like this would be more along the lines of disappointing news that comes your way. And this news might make you feel like it just is not fair. You might even feel like, the system was stacked against you. You could feel like there could be some prejudice behind a decision that was made, or a message that you received, or the news you received. You could feel that there's some discrimination, some bias, even some corruptedness involved. And so you definitely may feel like someone did you wrong. And it's quite a possibility that someone has. Now, if any of you Virgos happen to have a court case that you're dealing with this month, you definitely need to be out on the lookout, because it definitely seems like the news will be disappointing, and this would definitely indicate that either the judge or the lawyer, somebody is correct. Somebody is making decisions on bias, or they're making a decision out of discrimination, prejudice. It's an unfair type of judgment. So, yes, unfair. Okay, for the near future, we have the Queen of Coins. So, this is Virgo. Now, of course, Queen of Coins, she's very good at nurturing and teaching others how to obtain financial security, financial and material security. She likes to help teach others and then step back and watch from the background, so to speak, but she loves to watch others grow. Now, for us, I would have to say that we are definitely focused on growing our own financial security right now. And when we clarify, we have the Ace of Coins in the reverse position. So, the Ace of Coins in reverse is definitely indicating that you could have taken the wrong way in a financial start that would be a new start. Perhaps you took the wrong way. Maybe you made a wrong decision. Maybe you made a choice that just simply won't fulfill you in the long run. Also, there is a possibility that you could overlook some details that could be quite costly in the long run. For example, if you potentially started a new business, or invested in a business, or, invested in something, maybe you didn't look at the long term. Maybe you might have overlooked some details, which is quite possible. This is, at this point in time, Mercury retrograde. And if you're a Virgo, you are most definitely affected by Mercury retrograde. Miscommunications. Never a time to sign a contract during Mercury retrograde. Signing contracts is a no-no, because things will typically have to be redone unless your Mercury is retrograde in your natal chart. If your natal Mercury is retrograde, then you're okay. But if it's not, you definitely don't want to sign a contract during a retrograde, because things will fall through and you may have to pretty much start over. Okay, enough of that. So, for some of you, you could have started, a business or invested, or maybe you're trying to go in a different way for a job. But the Ace of Coins is saying, hey, you need to be careful. You really need to budget right now. So even though you're steadily working on growing your finances and material items, you do need to be careful. You need to budget right now. You don't want to overextend yourself financially, because, we get into certain projects. Say you're doing something in the home to improve your home, and you start with one thing and then it could end up turning into something else, and then you're like, oh wow, yeah, I just really don't have the money for this. So, you just kind of want to be prepared. So this is kind of like a warning that you need to buckle down and watch your finances. Don't be out there, spending frivolously. You want to budget, really tightly. Get the things that you need and save the things that you want for a later time, because buying things you simply want right now is just not beneficial under this particular energy. Because right now the energy is saying you need to watch your finances. Tough times can be lying ahead. So just be careful. Okay, so this position would be your attitude. And here we have the World card. So this is our karmic reward card. I absolutely love this card. This is the card of self-actualization, where, we have attained that knowledge and we have went through many different lessons to get here. And so the universe is saying, hey, whatever you want can be yours. And so a lot of us are probably experiencing this attitude mindset of, I've put in a whole lot. I deserve to get my dream. I deserve to get this. I deserve to get that. I've done all the work that I needed and then some. Virgos are naturally overachievers, so we like to overdo things. So we clarify, and yeah, not so happy about this. Unfortunately, this card has made quite a few appearances in the reading so far. I'm going to say at least 2 or 3 other readings this card has made an appearance. Yeah, so 5 of Swords. This is someone who is looking to start a fight. I refer to him as an asshole. Excuse my French, but, it is what it is. It's someone who wants to start a conflict with you. And this can also indicate it's like a forceful severing of ties, where there is definitely zero concern or regard given for your feelings, and it's like just boom, I'm done with you. Now, this can go either way. You may be feeling this way about someone else, or someone else could have treated you this way and started problems with you. Maybe ended a friendship or a relationship, arguing with someone. Someone could have stolen from you. Whatever it may be. Or a breakup. Whatever it may be, just know that when you have the world, Karma's on your side. Karma is absolutely on your side. So just stay on the right side of the karmic laws and you'll be fine. This person can try to start problems for you all they want. The universe will have your back. It's just that simple. But especially in relationships, this person can really make you feel like they have a heart of ice. Like they have no emotions at all. Like they never even cared. So some of you may feel like someone has treated you that way. And hey, maybe someone treating you this way has made you look at things in a totally different light. Like, you know what? I deserve better. I've been through hell and back, and I deserve better. And you do. Okay, so this is how other people see you. And here we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. So the Ten of Cups in reverse is about our home is probably a hot mess. Home life could be a hot mess. A marriage, a relationship with the children could be strained. So someone's definitely looking at you as, you know, your home life is a wreck. Now it may be or it might not be. Everyone's perception is different, so. But, you know, also that might have been what someone wanted to do. Maybe someone wanted to destroy your home life. Because that Five of Swords is someone who wants to start a problem, and they will deceive and lie and lie some more to get what they want. They don't just want to rock your boat, they want to sink your damn boat. I mean, that's how much they want to start a problem for you. And so maybe they're hoping that it tears your home life apart. And for some of you, you know, maybe some of you are having something in your home that is breaking down or in need of maintenance. You know, it could be some sort of plumbing issues, something, you know, that would have to do with water. Like, I can actually resonate with this particular card, not necessarily this position. But, you know, for instance, like right now, my furnace is broke. Yep, so I can definitely resonate with this particular card. And I'm Virgo sun. So, okay, yeah. So, clarify, we have Knight of Wands in the reverse position. So, the Knight of Wands is also a card where it's indicating that the things in our home life, our personal life, or at work could just be a hot mess. So yeah. This can also indicate a lack of self-confidence, lack of self-esteem, insecurity, personal conflict, jealousy. Yeah. And sometimes there can be a bit of argumentativeness with this type of energy. Yeah. It's kind of like one is at their wit's end with a short fuse. And for some of you, you might have a short fuse when it comes to your home life. Like, Jesus, people need to stop messing with me. But again, someone might be trying to make this happen too, so. Because this one is definitely a troublemaker. For some of you, it could be you. And for some of you, it'll be someone else that's coming in trying to start these problems. It could be someone that comes in and maybe you work with them. Maybe they desire to start, problems for you, not only in your work life, but in your personal and home life as well. That could be interpreted many different ways, so. Okay, so this card position is your hopes and your fears. So we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about partnerships and cooperation. Three of Wands is a wonderful card. This is about us being able to form partnerships. For some of you, this could be about, getting a job and traveling. Could be over water. Job could be a distance away. But overall, this is about, maybe you start a project, or you want to. Maybe you hope to start a business. Maybe you hope to start a creative project. This could be many different things. But if you do so, this shows that, help would be there. A lot of times with Three of Wands, when we need help, someone comes in and helps us. And also with the Three of Wands, the ships are coming in, and these ships, they have resources, hence money. So yeah, resources, money coming in. I'm gonna say hope automatically, because I don't know about you, but I'd love to have some money come in. Now, we clarify, and we have the King of Cups in the reverse position. So the King of Cups, he's been through something that's been pretty emotionally provoking, to say the least. And he's not handling his emotions very well. And he just wants to withdraw. And he's moody and pessimistic. Is that you, Virgo? But with the King of Cups, ultimately, we need to rise up and face this emotional issue with, wisdom and maturity. But a lot of times, we don't want to. We just don't want to deal with it. We just want to be left alone. Let me go be a hermit right now. So, to me, it kind of seems like a hope and a fear all in one. You're hoping for those resources, for that money to come in, or that new job to come in, or, that recognition to come in. But maybe you also fear failure. Maybe you fear getting hurt. Now, for the final outcome, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse position. So, this card is about competition. Now, in the upright position, the competition is very stiff. But when it's in the reverse position, this is actually better. A lot better. So, when it's reversed, the competition is nowhere near as stiff as we thought. And a lot of times with this card in the reverse, there can almost be, like threats from whatever competition we may have, where they want to gloat, they want to act like I've got this in the bag, I've got connections, yada, yada, yada. They tend to build themselves up and act like they're so much more than what they really are. And this competition could be in business, this could be in your personal life, this could be in your love life, many different areas, but competition nonetheless. But don't worry about it, because this competition is just weak, okay? They're not going to win up against you. you've got this in the bag. So whatever it is that you may be competing for or going after, you got it. We clarify and we have the 9 of coins. So this is great. I call this the self-employed card, but this is also a card of financial security, financial independence. This is a card of being able to financially take care of yourself, financially independent. This is also a card of having good investments. So this is absolutely positive, positive, positive news. So whatever it is that you are competing to get, maybe it's a job. Maybe for some of you it's a home. You know, maybe for some of you it's an investment of some sort. It could be many different things. Maybe some of you are self-employed and maybe you've been outweighed by the competitors for so long, but now the tides have turned. And this is a card of financial security. So you're well on your way to gaining money. It's attracted to you, it's coming. So whatever this competition is, just know you're going to win. You're going to win. Okay, for the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Swords. So this is about indecision. We're faced with multiple choices. We have to choose. You know, maybe you have 2 different things to choose from. Maybe you have 5 different things to choose from. With this card, we have options, okay? And we have to make a choice. And a lot of times we're at a point where we're trying to figure it out, but we're just a bit indecisive. So this is why she puts the blindfold on, because she puts this blindfold on herself. Because she wants to go within and find her answers within. And, you know, just like the Hermit card, that's what we should do. We should go within and listen to our higher mind, or listen to the gut feeling, whichever works for you. You need to go with what you know is going to be best for you. Now, for those of you who are really struggling to make a decision, you know, if you can potentially research, you know, your choices, you know, do research. Make sure you got all the facts that you need before you make your decision, and at least that'll make you feel better that you did all the research possible to obtain all the facts that you can, and then you can make a decision based off of those facts. Whatever works for you. But yes, this is definitely indicating that we're going to have to make a choice. And we clarify, and we have the 4 of coins. So the 4 of coins is about financial security and working very hard in order to obtain the financial security. So we're not so quick to hand it out. So to me, this definitely speaks of we're going to have to make a choice. And this choice will probably be between a job. It'll be something based around our financial security. So should I invest? Should I take this job? Should I take that job? Should I start a business? So it will definitely be choices that are of a financial nature. So that's very, very positive. I mean, this is one of the most positive readings I've seen. Yeah, this is my 6th reading so far, and this is like the most positive one I've seen, so I'm happy. Okay, so I have the Love Oracle cards. These will be for the single Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So yeah, some of you single Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Risings, you're definitely trying to get that soulmate relationship. You're holding out, waiting for it. Okay, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this card's indicating that perhaps you are single, but perhaps you have not gotten over your ex. And sometimes this can push other people further away because they can still sense like something in your aura about you still being stuck on someone else. It's almost like the aura puts up a I'm still taken type of vibe. So if you are still finding that you're attracting people that remind you of an ex, or you're attracting situations that remind you of an ex a lot, then this message is definitely for you, and you need to work on releasing your ex because they're gone and you need to let that energy go. Because the more that you let it stay, the more that you're pushing anyone new from coming in. So, maybe go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pen and, write a closure letter to the ex. Write down whatever you feel you need to associated with that relationship, but then burn it. And burn it in a safe place, preferably outside. You can burn it in a grill. You can burn it in a large pot, but definitely do it outside where you can have a water source in case things get out of control. But, it's kind of a form of therapy to where we can get out the things that we need to say through writing it, but we don't have to necessarily say it to the person. And this can help aid us in getting rid of that excess energy so that we can fully move forward. So, okay, moving on. And then children. Your love life is being affected by children. So this could be outright, to the point where maybe you have children and it's hard for you to go out and date. Maybe you'll have someone that you're going to be interested in soon and they might have children. So there could be issues of, are the children going to like, the person I'm dating? These could be concerns of yours if you have children as well. This can also indicate that you might have some wounds from your childhood that need to be healed and released. So there could be some childhood wounds that are keeping you from reaching your potential within the relationship realm of things. So yes, if you've had a pretty traumatic childhood and you know that it's weighing heavily on you, and maybe you've attracted people in the past that were somewhat similar to the people in your childhood. And if that's the situation, then yeah, you definitely need to give that inner child some attention and deal with that wound, with those wounds, and heal them. And again, writing those things down, the things that wounded you, that hurt you. You can even write letters to many different people that have hurt you. It's kind of like a form of trauma therapy using writing, but again, we burn it. We don't give it to the person, we just burn it. And it's a way of us being able to release all these pent up feelings and emotions that we've carried with us for so very long. And we can release them when we write them, and then when we burn them, boom, it is done. We clear the slate, we walk away, and we go forward into a future that's much, much brighter without all that excess baggage. Okay, so this is for the Virgos that are in a relationship or are married. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. So some of you are in relationships, and these particular relationships have ties to a past life. And if you don't necessarily believe in past lives, then, maybe this is what we would consider an old flame. Someone that you were with a long time ago, and perhaps you're with them again. But overall, with the past life relationship, there is karma involved. And so the karma does have to be learned for both parties and cleared. So, yeah. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, oh boy, watch out, Virgo. Okay. Try to not cheat. No judgment here, but, some of you who are in relationships, someone might catch your eye and, might want to end things first if you really feel like going that way, but, it's your life. Do what you want to do. Do what you know is best for you. Okay. Is it safe for you to love? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah. And again, is it safe for you to love? This comes from many experiences of being, hurt and not able to trust so easily. So then we're not so giving, and trusting of our heart and our feelings and our vulnerabilities. So it's like the Ace of Cups in reverse. It can make us a little bit worried about trusting others with our, deep emotions and our vulnerability, so that's just something that you have to figure out in time. But, at the same time, you don't want to automatically distrust everyone. Give them a chance. If you see the red flags, then you shut it down. Just don't spill your whole entire life story and show your deepest vulnerabilities, if you get my point. Little at a time. Just a little at a time. Okay. I think this has been my shortest and my most positive reading. Okay. I hope you guys find this helpful. I love you guys. And I will talk to you next month. I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.